gods. A very good evening to you all. Mahavatar TV warmly welcomes you to the 21 days free holistic wellness program, batch 23, day 4. Before commencing the session, I would like to say pranams to you all and to our Guruji Rangana sir, our Grandmaster Maharshi Patriji, our great Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji, and to all the great Grandmasters and to the universe. So it's our privilege to welcome Jyotisree Madam, a dedicated spiritual senior master from Hyderabad, who has been walking the path of inner transformation for the past 2 decades. So Madam began her meditation through SSY in the year 1998, starting with just 15 minutes of daily practice. So even in those early days, Madam experienced a powerful sensation of rejuvenation, clarity, and efficiency in her daily tasks. So sparking a lifelong dedication in the meditative path. So Madam journey deepened with the discovery of pyramid meditation, especially the Anapanasati meditation, focusing on breath awareness, which became a turning point. Through consistent and committed practice, Madam gradually expanded her meditation time from 7 hours to 8 hours a day, allowing her to enter profound states of soul consciousness. So over the years, Madam has numerous transformation experiences, including vivid visions, initiatives, insights, and answers to life questions from within. So through inner revelations have not only guided her life, but also inspired her to share wisdom with others. So with a deep commitment and spiritual service, Madam continues to dedicate her time to the energy spreading the power of meditation, helping individuals awaken to their inner potential and higher truth. Madam believes that meditation is not just a practice, but a universal seva. So a gift to humanity. Today, as she speaks on enlightened topic, the science of observation by Torkom Saraydarian. So let us open our minds and hearts to receive the wisdom Madam has gathered through life of years of silent inner exploration and spiritual dedication. So please join me in welcoming Jyotisree Madam. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you. Thank you for your introduction. And first, my pranams to my parents, Dr. Brahmashipita Mahapatriji, Swarnamala Madam, and the whole team of Mahavatar Foundation. Really, it's a really privilege to join and share whatever I learned here. Because the Mahavatar Foundation, they created a great platform for meditation, for Swadhyaya and Sajjan Sangatya, because all the three are equally important. So even we can do meditation alone also, but we won't get group energies. When we sit together, we will get lots of energies. It will multiply. That group energies, it's very much helpful for all of us. And my good evening to all the members who joined in the Zoom and also in the YouTube. Okay, today I want to share the wisdom of science of observation, which was given by Torkom Saraydarian sir. He's a great spiritual scientist. He has written more than 100 books on spirituality. Really, each book is a wonderful one, and each one is a different subject, we can say. For example, normally if we take our subjects, it will be science, social, English, Telugu, or Sanskrit, something like that. But in spirituality, 100 different topics means you just imagine how great he is. And that also in-depth knowledge. And this science of meditation, this is very, very important in our day-to-day life. What he says is, if we really learn how to observe ourselves in each and every aspect, we will get more health, more joy, more bliss, more success, and we feel abundant in everything. That's why what he is saying is, you should start observing yourself, your surroundings, your friends, your relatives, your family members. not on the peripheral way. We should observe them in depth. And he says, why the people are getting failure in their life means because the lack of observation. If they observe perfectly, definitely they will enjoy the fruits of success. Because of the lack of observation only, they are facing all these problems. That's what he is saying. Really, it's true also. Suppose, for example, we are walking. Suddenly, if we slip on the road while walking, means while we didn't observe what is there in front of us. Suddenly, we stepped on it. That's why we are slipped there. Because of the lack of observation. If we observe what is there on the road or what is there in front of us, definitely we won't have fell down, isn't it? So in the same way, he says we should observe ourselves thoroughly. If we observe thoroughly ourselves, what he's telling is we can create wonderful relationships, means in our family or friends and all. And not only that, what he's saying is we can repair ourselves. That is more important. So when repairing means what? We will take out whatever is not necessary. So that's what he's saying. If we observe ourselves, we can decide how our life should be, in what direction we should go, and what is our goal. Because most of the time, what happens, no? We lead mechanical life. Whatever we have inherited from our parents or teachers or friends, or maybe through traditions, customs, blindly we follow it. We never think why we are doing. Is it necessary in our life? Nothing. Just they told, that's why we are also following the same. What he is saying is, you try to eliminate this type of mechanical routine from your life, and you can enjoy the exactly what you are, and you will come nearer to our soul. What he's saying is, when we observe ourselves clearly in each and every aspect, slowly we become exactly what we came. When we have taken birth, how pure we are, we will become with the we inherit the same purity in our life, and we will come near to our soul. And when we are observing, what happens? See, suppose suddenly a situation arises. Suppose if I noticed, if I identify myself, if I observe it, why I am behaving like this? Why I'm emotionally expressing, burst out like this? What situation or what is there behind that is poking me to behave in such a bad manner? If I observe at that moment itself, I will try myself to change it, isn't it? If I feel that it is not good, immediately I will change it. Suppose if I won't observe, and if I think that situation and myself together same, what I will do? I will continue it. Whenever I observe myself, this situation is different and I am different. I am supposed to play the role of an observer. If I play the role of an observer, then only I can separate myself from the situation. If I won't separate myself from the situation, I will continue the journey with the same thing, and I will put a mask over another mask, another mask. I try to impress the other people, and I will try to tell them that I am perfect. By giving some other examples or other examples, I will say I'm good, I'm perfect, and by putting a mask, that means what I'm doing injustice for myself, because I'm not giving importance to what I am exactly. I'm bluffing. I'm just putting a mask over there. That we should not do. That's what he said. Because in long run, it affects our soul journey. And what he is saying is, suppose if we have observed a behavior in us, we identified, we have to observe without criticizing. Without criticizing, we have to observe as a third person. See, suppose some quarrel is going, for example, in a next to our house. So just by standing near the wall, how we will observe what is going on? In the same way, we have to observe ourselves, just what is going on in ourselves or our role in that particular situation. So without any criticism, we have to observe ourselves. When we observe in such a way, then only we can able to get the exact, like we will be successful in observing it, and whatever we are not, we can eliminate it easily. Suppose if we just try to justify ourselves in each and every aspect, we can't notice any wrong in us. See, for example, I will tell you one example. Suppose if there is a quarrel going in between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law daily in their house. Okay. So normally we think they will put lots of situations. In these situations they behaved like this. In this situation they behaved like this. Suppose if we observe exactly why they brought that situation in their life, what is going on there means they are having the ego and they don't want to adjust over there. They don't want to accept the situation and they don't want to give upper hand to the other person, maybe a mother-in-law or daughter-in-law. Because of that, what they are doing, one situation, again another situation, just they are just putting a mask over that, and that grudge is becoming like a wall, just big like a volcano. So in every situation, no? So we should see why it is happening from the roots. It is very difficult to observe ourselves, because it is very easy to observe the other person, but it is not that easy to observe ourselves. So what we have to do is, after observing, we should write down why we have behaved in that way and what is provoking us to behave. Maybe our habits, maybe our illusions, or maybe our jealousy, or maybe the hatredness, or maybe many other things may be there. We have to observe what is poking me to behave in that way, whether it is a good or bad, whatever it may be, because that also we only labeled that is good and bad. For example, I have the habit of drinking coffee in the morning. Okay, and I feel that I want to get rid of that habit. Drinking coffee is not good for health, so I want to come out of that habit, drinking coffee in the morning. But already I'm habituated since so many years. So what my mind will say, today you can drink, from tomorrow you can try. And okay, next day I will think, in the morning only I will think, yesterday I promised myself that I don't want to, I should stop drinking coffee, no? So my mind will start playing. I'm feeling nausea, I'm feeling headache, I'm feeling weak. Like that, my brain, my mind will start a drama over there. So what if I won't observe myself perfectly, what I think, oh, that is what my mind is saying is correct. Okay, today also I can have coffee. Because actually, who is playing here? My mind is playing, not me. And suppose if I observe as a third person, and if I start observing, I should put out what I should do. I should see the coffee as a separate one and myself as a separate one and the observer. Three things are separate, and if I start observing, then I will realize this coffee is separate and I am separate. I have habituated this one few years back. If I stop also, nothing will happen. But what I am doing, I'm not giving that much of training to my mind. I'm not that much of strong. So when we observe what is happening over there exactly, easily we can eliminate whatever is not necessary in our life. That's what Torkom sir is saying us. And not only us, what he's saying is, not only observing yourself, even you can observe your family members, your friends, if they are really close, if you are a well-wisher to them, tell them, observe themselves also. And if you feel that they are in some other thing, you can also help them to come out from a particular situation. Actually, what he's saying is observing ourselves and even observing other people and telling them that you are doing like this, it's really a courageous thing, because the other people won't accept many times. 99% they won't accept. If you bluff that they are good, they are intelligent and all, if they say, they will accept. Suppose if you say what you observed, anything, you did this mistake, this is not the way, they won't accept. 99.9% they won't accept. And your relationship also may affect. So that's why what he's saying is really observing other people and also telling them is really a courageous thing. And you should tell them in such a way they will understand and at the right time, not then and there. See, what he's saying is you should observe yourself. See, most of the time we do, when we are alone in the home, we will go to the fridge, we will open it, we will eat something, again we will come back after half an hour, not even half an hour, we will go and have something, we will have a coffee or maybe some drink like any juice or something like that. We should observe why we are doing like this, because we tell the same thing to our kids. They are not supposed to do all these things, but if nobody is there, we do the same thing. Sorry to say, just as an example I am telling. So that means we should, what he's saying is, you observe the point why you are doing like this. Because the food is tasty, no doubt. The sweets are tasty, no doubt. But you should have a control on yourself. Why? The sweets are not good, or eating food frequently is also not good before that food get digested. So we should observe it. What is encouraging us to repeat the same thing again and again? When we can do that one, when we observe ourselves, when we realize it, when we observe, immediately we realize what we are doing. So immediately we can stop it. And not only saying, you try to observe what you are speaking with the other people, maybe with your life partner, or maybe with your kids or parents, or in the office, or whatever. Observe it carefully. That's what he's saying. And sometimes our life partner or maybe our kids or parents, they will try to say, this is not correct. The way you spoken is not appropriate. You should not have behaved in that way. We won't accept immediately. Then we will say with ego, I will do like that. I am like that only. Accept. If you want to accept, accept it. Like that, no, we will be very adamant. If we, what he's saying is, if we behave in that way, we are losing the opportunity of changing ourselves. So, when someone is saying to us something, we should try to accept it first. Why they are saying? They are not saying with a angry or with other negative purpose. They want to help us. That's what they are saying. So, what they are saying is, try to observe yourself why they said like that to you and try to change yourself. And he's saying, try to observe how you are behaving with your friends also. So normally, what is in when we are with the friends or maybe in the office, we won't come up with our actual face. We will keep a mask over that. Even though we don't like it also, we say it's good. Okay, we don't like to do that work, even though we don't want to say no. Okay, I will do it. Again, a mask. So something again, someone, our boss forces us to do some unwanted work. We say okay. Sometimes many things happens like this. Means what we are doing, we are hiding the actual we from there. So what happens when we are putting a mask over mask? Slowly we forget ourselves. We put all these marks in ourselves and we think this is the actual we, and we try to habituate and we try to behave in the same way because we want to please the other people. So what he's saying is, don't do that. Try to remove the mask whenever you observe it. So when we start doing or removing the mask, he's saying you will feel two type of things. First thing is, when you observe it, immediately you will get fear. Suppose if I remove this mask, what other people will think? And they may say something. They may put me aside or something immediately. That fear. What he is saying is, try to remove that mask. And second thing, if you start observing, if you try to remove that mask, you will feel joy and bliss because you are learning and you are knowing exactly what you are, and you are coming nearer to the soul behavior. Isn't it? We are coming to action our life. So try to remove the layers, like onion is there. So what, one after another way, when we take out the layer by layer, we will be having only the small onion bulb in between. So the actual bulb, that is we. The other things are the layers, are the mask. So what he is saying is, try to remove all these masks. He is telling, try to observe your habits. Try to observe how you are walking, your walking style, how you are talking with the other people, all many other behaviors, all we have imported from the other people, from our parents or maybe relatives or siblings and all. Actually, we are not that. So, and finally, what we are thinking, whatever we have imported, that only we are thinking, that is our tradition, that is our custom, that's what is there, and it is our family behavior. Like that, we are putting all the masks one after another, which is not exactly what we are. So, he's asking one other thing also, to observe what we are thinking. Because most of the time, we think which is not necessary. And we meditate. And if we are, when we are meditating, what we are doing, we are trying to stop the thoughts, whatever it's coming in us. So that means we are getting the energy. If we are thinking again and again, and per day, normally a normal person will think 60,000 of thoughts comes in his mind. So that means we are wasting our energy. If the thought is not necessary, if we are observing, we'll stop there. That means we are conserving our energy. So he's asking us to observe our thoughts, our emotions, and what is forcing us to behave in that way. That also he's telling. Once it seems a lady came to Torkom sir for some counseling. Actually, she's having a problem with her daughter. Her daughter is 16 years old and she's behaving in a different way, which is not acceptable. So Torkom sir told, don't leave her alone because her behavior is not appropriate to her age. But she thought, what is the wrong in leaving her alone? And she went for a trip. She got a call when she is in the trip that her daughter committed suicide. So what he's saying is, you observe the behavior of the children, why they are behaving in a different way. Like that, each and every person, family member, suppose if a person is not well, maybe that day he may be dull. Observe why he is that. He may not able to say to you. So all these things, that's what he is saying is, observe yourself. And you went for a party. After returning party also, you observe your feelings, your habits. See, observe how you mingled with the other people. What were your conversation when you are with the people? Is it necessary to talk in that way? Everything. So when we observe only, we can change ourselves. So we can observe ourselves in 4 ways. That's what we do. First one is our physical, right? And the second one is our emotions. And the third one is our behavior, psychological behavior. And fourth one is spiritual behavior, how we are trying to help ourselves through spirituality. So he is asking us to observe ourselves in all these 4 levels. What he is saying is, when you are having difficulty in changing yourself, that means that particular thing is commanding you not to change yourself. See, for example, I told that the coffee example only. Say that coffee is controlling me, isn't it? When I see separately that coffee is different and myself is different, easily I can get rid of that habit of drinking coffee. Otherwise, what happens? That coffee will take me into its hand and it controls me. And daily I feel like drinking tea when it is 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. It's okay. So what they are telling is, observe it and come out of your habits also, which is not exactly you. Once Maurya Mahatma, he told how the human beings become Mahatmas means, he told, when a person learns the observation science, they can become Mahatmas only. So that's why Torkom sir is insisting that everyone should observe, start observing in each and every aspect. See, we have to teach this to our children when they are young, because I remember my younger daughter, when she is 4 or 5 years old only, she used to observe, and normally the children will be having lots of observation skills. Every time she used to say, now mummy will say like this, now mummy will react like this, now mummy will do this one. Everything she used to tell. I used to be wondering about how much observation she is having. I should be careful. Uh, normally the children will be having this observation skills at that age. When they are growing, they also forget the observation capacity. That's why when the children are young, we should insist and we should help them how to observe it through drawing. Drawing or music or any art, it helps them to observe it. See, once one of the friend of Leonard Dancy, his friend's son, I think, they sent that boy to learn painting. So that boy came to this Leonard and he started painting. That boy is not at all having any observation. Then he told, okay, this fish is there, no? You sit observing that fish. He sat there for 5 hours and after he called and he asked him what is there in and the only the fish is there that's swimming. No, I didn't ask you to just observe how it is moving in the water. I asked you how many eyes it has, what is the shape of it, what gills are there, how many gills it have, uh, what we say, that's how many scales it have, what is the color of it, what is the shape of it. That's what you should observe. So he went and he observed that, and after 2 hours he came. Whatever he told, he observed that. Then he asked, did it have eyelashes? Did that fish has eyelashes? He told, no, I didn't observe. So that means whatever he told, that only he observed. Slowly he taught how to observe each and everything, and he became #1 painter, and he learned how to observe each and everything. So in such a way, we have to teach our kids also observe each and every aspect in our life. Lokesh, I think the time is up, I think.
You can continue.
I can continue. Okay, thank you. So, what Torkom sir is saying is, we should have the observation along with concentration. If both are just like siblings, there's concentration and observation. Both are just like siblings. We can't separate them. When we start observing a particular thing, our concentration will be held up somewhere and we start observing that particular thing. So, whenever we are observing, we should have that concentration capacity also. That is also important. If we want to learn this observation and concentration, we should read the book told Science of Meditation. So, in that many what we say techniques have given it in. So, we all should read that Science of Meditation book and we should learn the different varieties of observation and how to observe and also how to correct ourselves and all these things. Because most of the things, whatever we imported, we think it's our behavior, and that artificial behavior, we feel that it is our real behavior. So before it becomes we feel that it is our original behavior, we should observe it and we should eliminate that behavior. That's what he's saying. See, what he's saying is, if we are not able to focus on what we want to eliminate, if we won't observe it, we can't change ourselves. That if we want to change, if we want upgrade, if we want to learn something new, and if we want to become spiritually in a highest position, means we should observe ourselves. So, and for this, what he's telling is, we should start observing. How to observe is, first we should identify that particular thing. Then once if we start identifying it, we should try to begin to separate it. I am different and that particular object is different. And then we should separate it. This is the object and I am the observer. So this object is controlling me, or this habit is controlling me, or this thought is controlling me. That we have to observe it. So once if we identify and if we able to separate it easily, we can control everything. That's what we have to practice, so that we can grow spiritually. And see, for example, I'm angry. I'm feeling emotionally angry. I'm bursting. Suppose suddenly if I observe myself, why I'm feeling angry? What is the necessary here in this situation? I can control myself. If I observe, then only I can control. Otherwise, I can't control myself. And now what he's saying is, suppose normally we concentrate on our kids, and most of the kids, they will ask something, mommy, I want this or that. And so because of love and affection, we try to give to them. Suppose if we won't observe what we are doing and what we are giving, if whatever they are asking, if we are giving, what happens? They will control us in the later period, which is not good for both parents and also kids. So what they are saying is, try to observe in the beginning itself, and whatever is not you exactly, you try to separate it from yourself. That's what he's saying. So we should try to observe our emotions every time. And for example, once he told one example. That person told, I hate that person. Why you hate that person means, that person took or borrow money from me and he didn't return. That's why I hate that person. If I observe the exact situation, what is there means, I'm the what is controlling over there? That money is controlling, not that person. I just because of that, that person is saying that I am hating that person. So if we want to tackle the situation also, first we should observe what is happening over there. Then only we can create the beauty or success or abundance in our life. Thank you. Okay.